Oh my god. The mysteries of the universe have been unlocked. I got a big fat dryer lint portrait update for you guys. I've found the origin. You know, I wasn't even searching anymore. I'd kind of like written this off as something that I was just never gonna know. But it turns out the moment you stop searching, that's when fate comes knocking at your door. So it all starts with this, which was a gift that I got from Phelan for our anniversary. So this is a fanzine from 1994 called Double Vision, issue number 10, which apparently was the third to last issue that they were gonna do. It is a fanzine for fans of Scott Bakula and Dean Stockwell, so Quantum Leap fans, which is basically just updates on things that they were doing at the time, you know, before the internet was as big as it was, and IMDb might not even have been around back then, so people who wanted to know what projects they were doing or what was going on with their lives, this is what they would read, I guess. And a lot of this is just articles about, there was an awards banquet that Scott Bakula went to, and they were talking about that, and there's some stuff about environmental issues in there, because Dean Stockwell is really into the environment and protecting it and stuff like that. I was reading this, and I got to the section that was talking about upcoming projects, and there's an article that's just a long list of things. And I noticed in there an entry for something that I had never heard about. It's not on IMDb. And I realized that this could very well be the origin of the dryer lint portrait. I mean, this was 1994. It was around the right time. And guess what it was? So, drum roll. It turns out this was commissioned for an unaired pilot for Ripley's Believe It or Not. I used some detective skills to figure this one out. Because, if you recall from my previous video about the dryer lint portrait in this saga, I saw some of the works from the dryer lint lady in Ripley's Believe It or Not in London, and she has some of her works in some of the other ones. And so when I read that he hosted Ripley's Believe It or Not, that kind of connected in my mind, you know, like, oh, well, they know who she is and they've commissioned her works before, so maybe it was for this. And I went on Twitter and I tagged the Ripley's Twitter team and asked them, was this commissioned for this? Did you guys film a pilot in 1994? Was this made for that particular project? And I wasn't really expecting them to answer. If they did answer, I wasn't expecting a very clear answer, like whoever's running the Twitter would know anything about it. But the next day, not even like 24 hours later, like I went to sleep and I woke up and it was there. Like an angel from heaven. They confirmed that this is what it was for. I was so excited. I find it interesting that this even existed, because the way that it's worded in the fanzine is that he just hosted an episode of it. But if you guys remember the one from the 90s that was hosted by Dean Cain, the Ripley's Believe It or Not series, that started in 1999. So this was before that even happened. So it must have just been a proto version of it. About 5 years earlier they filmed it, and I have no idea. Like, it must have been like a similar format of sorts. You know, the host walking through the warehouse and talking about different objects and stuff, and they commissioned this for it, I guess, to do a piece on the dryer lint lady. I am just dying now to see this on screen. I want to see the dryer lint portrait in action, but it never saw the light of day. As far as I know, it never aired. And most people don't even know about it. I emailed Ripley's to see if maybe I could get my hands on it, or a clip, or a picture, or something. Not surprisingly, they didn't get back to me. But they did sign me up for the newsletter, so I can see what all the unbelievable things that are happening in the world right now, all in my email, so thanks for that, Ripley. So I am so happy to be able to finally have the origin of this wonderful piece. I'm glad that I own it. You know, this was even better than I expected, because I really liked that show as a kid, so I'm glad I own something from such a strange thing to have existed. Believe it or not, there was an unaired Ripley's Believe It or Not pilot hosted by Dean Stockwell. So thank you so much, guys, for following me on this wonderful journey. It's just been a blast. This purchase has been well worth everything that I paid for it. I'm so happy I was able to finally unlock this mystery. So let this be a lesson to you guys. Always follow your dreams. Never give up. By the way, while I'm at it, visit a Ripley's if you can, because those are really fun. I had a lot of fun when I went to it, so this is just an added bonus, like now that I have a piece of paraphernalia from the Ripley's archives. Thanks for watching. I'll be seeing you around, guys.